Okay, if you were a medical detective and you've got a problem you can't resolve, where do you look? Well, increasingly, you look at your gut, because that seems to be the home and the start of so many conditions. So many problems are to do with a lack of good flora and fauna and whatever it is in the gut. And the latest disease which they have now related to the gut is PCOS, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, which is a hormone imbalance that can lead to infertility, diabetes and heart disease. And they discovered that women who do suffer from PCOS actually have less diverse gut bacteria compared to healthier women. So this was a common feature they saw in sufferers, and they do believe that this could well be the place where the problem starts. So it's something that all women suffering from this need to start looking at and seeing about populating their guts with good bacteria all over again.
Well, and I think, what we're discovering is that gut issues can really affect so many parts of the body, even mood. I mean, one of the things we're talking about in this month's issue of What Doctors Don't Tell You is the fact that mood swings, even bipolar disorder, has a lot to do with inflammation. And inflammation really starts in the gut. It starts with too much of something or too little of something. And usually it's too much of the wrong bacteria and bugs in the gut. If you think of the gut, and we're covering this in a future issue too, you've got really three elements of the gut. You've got the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. And in those, all three, you can have imbalances, serious imbalances, with too many bacteria, too many parasites, not enough stomach acid, and all of these things, and also a leaky gut, a gut that leaks too big food molecules that go into your system and can cause all kinds of havoc, hormonal imbalances, as in with PCOS, and also even brain issues, like with bipolar. So probably, the old saying, death begins in the colon. Life begins in the colon too.
Well, it's quite an interesting characteristic they discovered. Not only did the women have this lack of gut diversity, but they also had very high levels of testosterone, and much higher than women who were healthy. And so there would seem to be some sort of link between those two. Astonishingly, the current standard treatment for PCOS is the contraceptive pill. And so, really the solution has to be with pre and probiotics to re-establish gut diversity, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you need to find out what's going on in there. Because as I say, there's oftentimes a situation where you don't have enough good guys and you have too many bad guys. So you need to find that out. And the last thing you want to be doing is just hormonal castration, which is essentially what the pill is. It just stops your body from, doing the normal hormonal functions. So that, of course, stops things, but it doesn't cure things. And there's plenty of ways to cure it.